what's his situation. The NFL made it abundantly clear what his situation was. If you sign him, he's going on the commissioner's exempt list. Open and shut. I mean, I don't get what the Saints thought, because Saints, if there was no memo sent out that he was going on this list, do you think you'd had an opportunity to sign him? Other teams would have just snatched him up. But because he was still, because everybody, I mean, Seattle, Pete Carroll said, because the uncertainty, it just, the rewards wasn't worth the risk. We signed him, and then we put him on the list, and so what? I mean, what do we get out of this? Nothing. He's sitting, basically, he could do that at his own home. But Skip, I don't blame Antonio Brown for doing this. I fault the Saints. Because the Saints asked him not to show up with an entourage. And when he showed up with an entourage, what did they allow him to do? Still work out and go through with it. It's like a child. If you reward a child with negative behavior, you take him to the store. Yeah. They fall out, have a temper tantrum, and you give him ice cream or candy. You reinforce his negative behavior. Sure. You ask Antonio Brown not to show up with an entourage. He shows up with an entourage, Skip, and you still reward him by allowing him to work out. What did you do? All you did was create and feed, so guess where he goes next time? He's going to show up with it again because the Saints did it. You know, Sean Payton let him do it. Sean Payton says, well, I had never met Antonio Brown before. Okay. What did you learn that you didn't already know? That he's going to defy your rules? Yeah. That you ask him not to show up with an entourage, he shows up? Did you not think he could catch? Did you not think he could run routes? You don't get that many consecutive 100-catch seasons and go to all those Pro Bowls and be all-pro without being a damn good player. He's a very good player. He has a lot of problems going on. Yep. You have to accept all of that also, Skip. With that good player, that great player, you have to accept everything that comes along with him. That strikes me as odd that Sean Payton would go through. Because I can tell you, I know one thing. The coach I played for, Mike Shanahan, if he says don't show up with an entourage, and you show up with an entourage, you're not working out. Yeah. And that's the end of that. So we wish you well. Hey, good luck. Take that somewhere else. Skip, it just didn't make any sense to me from a football standpoint. Because under no circumstance would the NFL going to allow Antonio Brown to play this year. Right. Not in the 2019 season and not in the playoffs. So for me, if the Saints were going to sign him, if you want dibs on him moving forward for 2020, you sign him, Skip, and you just already know he's not going to play. NFL still going to have their pound of flesh also. So maybe we get him in October sometime. But he's under contract with us. We don't have to worry about bidding at a later date and time with someone else. But Skip, this made no sense to me from jump. When it came breaking news and we did it because at the time we didn't know when we was putting up our board in production, we didn't know this was going on. No. And then we started talking about it, like, Skip, it makes no sense to me. Because the commissioner sent the memo out and said basically he's going on the commissioner's exempt list. He's not playing this year. And for the Saints to do what they did and to bring him in there and upset that, you got a great situation with Michael Thomas. Antonio Brown believes he's better than Michael Thomas. And he's going to want balls. And the moment you don't throw him 15 catches, he's going to start throwing Gatorade coolers, and he's going to start calling, he might call Sean Payton to Drew Brees the C word, like he called Mike Mayock and Ben Roethlisberger. Who knows, Skip? Leave that alone. Let somebody else deal with that headache.
You could be right about everything you just said, but I don't see it the way you saw it or see it now. I think there was genuine intrigue on the part of Sean Payton, who wanted to tweak the league or get back at the league for a blown call in the NFC Championship game and for suspending him for, was it a whole year?
Oh, yeah, he got the whole year.
Yeah, he got the whole year for Bounty Gate.
Joe Vitt coaching team.
Yep. And obviously, we still have no idea if and when AB will be reinstated.
Right.
It might be a long time, but I think Sean Payton was being honest when he said, I just wanted to do my due diligence. Now, did he make it an extravaganza that it didn't need to be?
Right.
Maybe. But the point is, Antonio accomplished what really needed to be accomplished. He did go in there with his entourage, whatever you want to call it, and he did defy the request not to have one.
Right.
And he got away with it because he was allowed to go ahead and work out, albeit with other receivers.
Right.
But all the reports said, and I'm going to guess this came from Sean Payton, he lit it up in that workout.
Right.
No surprise to you.
No.
But again, I think if I'm reading the tea leaves right, Sean Payton was really impressed with the shape he was still in, the quickness he still displayed, exuded, because he is just lightning quick. And we saw that during Hard Knocks in his early workouts with the Raiders.
Yeah. What was the report? Tom Brady was frustrated. Tom Brady was upset that the Patriots got rid of him.
Yeah. I agree.
That should tell y'all, if Tom Brady gonna vouch for you, that's all you need to know.
Okay, so think about what just happened. No matter what it was, publicity stunt or not, I think he won over the Saints. I think he left, when he walked off that workout field or practice field, wherever it was, I think he left a pretty good taste as far as performance in their mouths, don't you think?
Right.
And yet, a couple days pass, and he goes on Twitter again, and he does lead this league in self-destruction on social media, does he not?
Yeah.
Leads it.
Leads the league by far. He's running away with that. And he says it was nothing but a publicity stunt. Okay, well, whatever good you established, whatever ground you gained in New Orleans for the future, for when you are reinstated, you just exploded it. You just blew it up. It's over with New Orleans. Am I right? So I don't know if Drew Brees is going to come back another year or not. I'm going to guess he is. But you might have had a chance to catch passes from Drew Brees. You also could have had a chance to catch more passes from Tom Brady, but you burned that bridge too.
Yes.
As soon as you were out, then you took a shot at the owner and you burned it to the ground. I'm pretty sure you did. I could be wrong.
Skip, there's once upon a time that I believe in the beginning, I don't believe that now, that there were people around Antonio Brown that enabled him. They told him what he wanted to hear, not what he needed to know. But I believe there are people around him now trying to tell him, AB, don't do that. It's kind of like our president, maybe before. But there are handlers around him now. But at the end of the day, that's a grown man. And he gonna tweet what he wants to tweet. At the end of the day, AB is a grown man, and he's gonna behave how he's going to behave on Twitter and IG. So there's nothing, Skip, I can say, bro, come on, AB, don't do that, man. Come on, man, you killing your opportunity to get back. You right. And as soon as it was a publicity stunt.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
What can I do, Skip? All I can do is advise. At the end of the day, and people that, look, we all have financial people. But at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I made that money.
Sure.
He can advise me what I should do. Shannon, invest here. Don't buy that. Don't spend that. Hold on, bro. I want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Cut the check.
Yeah.
AB, you can tell AB all you want to, but at the end of the day, AB is a grown man, and AB is going to do what he wants to do. And even though at his own detriment, though he doesn't see it, because guess what, Skip? He's gotten rewarded. He acted a fool, got out of Pittsburgh, and got $30 million guaranteed. He acted a fool again and got with Tom Brady and the Patriots and got another 20 plus $30 million.
He did.
And then he acted a fool, and still, teams are still. You show up, don't show up. Hey, Shannon, bro, we don't want you to show up with your entourage.
Yeah.
I show up with 5, I show up with extra. And they still give me the sit down.
Okay.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Think about what you just said. He got $30 million guaranteed to go to the Oakland Raiders, who are about to go to Las Vegas.
Correct.
I thought it was made for AB.
I did too.
thought it was great.
But
because John Gruden can be tough. He's got some good cop and a lot of bad cop. But when he loves you, he really loves you.
Right.
He loved AB.
Yes.
Remember the early Hard Knocks episode when AB's out on the practice field? 84, you're going to lead this league in energy, right? Because he does on the once he gets to practice, which isn't always.
You better not be on time, but he'll be there.
Yeah, but when he shows up, it is
He works.
high energy.
Yeah.
It is electricity on the football field,
Right.
and it energizes the whole football team during practices.
Right.
I thought he was made to be an Oakland Raider, and then not only did he blow that apart, but then he burned that bridge to the ground because he took shots at everybody on the way out of town, right?
Yes.
And he's still taking shots.
And he goes to New England?
He goes to New England, and this is Tom Brady and the Patriots. You couldn't ask for you blew that up, but you land there. What a great landing spot.
Correct.
And Brady loved him.
And what did he do? Take shots on the way out of there.
Took shots
and
away
still
at
taking
the owner.
Yes.
He took a personal shot at the owner.
The last
What are you doing? What are you doing? So you burn that bridge to the ground, and then you have a chance. Maybe it's a long shot, but I don't think so. But you have a chance to catch passes from Drew Brees next year, and you burn that bridge to the ground because they're not going to like you. You just, hey, Sean Payton, he doesn't play this game.
No.
Hey, you say he just publicity stunted you. You're gone. You're out. I mean, you got no shot going forward.
You see Sean Payton's demeanor on the sideline. He's He cut his teeth under Bill Parcells. Everybody knows Bill Parcells is very matter of fact, no nonsense. Coach Belichick is the exact same way. You know exactly where you stand with them. There is no sugarcoating anything.
Yep.
It's my way or it's the highway. That's why I was shocked when our Jay Glazer reported that he was asked not to show up with an entourage. He shows up with said entourage and still gets an opportunity to work out. I'm like, Sean Payton did.
Okay.